7:12, everybody. The New York City Council has approved Mayor Adams' ambitious City of Yes plan.
Yeah, the $5 billion plan will rezone New York City for the first time in 6 decades. So it's estimated it will create more than 80,000 new housing units over 15 years. And here to talk more about it is Councilman Lincoln Restler from Brooklyn. So good morning to you. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Dan.
Good to have you.
So you've been a big supporter of this, citing affordability issues, etc. But the City of Yes plan actually underwent a few changes before it was passed. Can you talk about that and your feelings about the final plan that passed?
Yeah, we are facing a true housing emergency in New York City, and we need more housing. And the Adams administration proposed a plan to expand housing supply in New York City. And thanks especially to the leadership of Speaker Adrienne Adams, the council stepped in and said, it's not just about adding more housing, it's about building affordable housing. And so thanks to the Speaker's leadership, we're investing close to $5 billion. This is a transformational amount of money into ensuring there's more affordable housing getting built in every community, more tenant protections, improvements at NYCHA, infrastructure investments to meet the needs of growing communities. It makes for so much of a better plan, and I'm really proud that we got it over the finish line.
Yeah, it began at 109,000 additional units. You landed at around 80,000 additional units, right? So obviously there were some negotiations along the way with both the council and the mayor. What did those negotiations look like? Who was in the room where it happened?
You know, the speaker really led here, and it's no secret that the mayor and the city council have had a contentious relationship, even an adversarial relationship. You know, his fake charter revision commission, the Randy Mastro stuff, even a couple weeks ago when we were passing the FAIR Act to end tenants to require them to pay forced broker fees, the mayor said the city council didn't know about housing policy. And despite all of that, the speaker said, we need to lead. We need more housing. You know, she comes from a low density area in New York City.
So who was she negotiating with?
Well, the Department of City Planning really stepped up. Former Councilmember Dan Garodnick leads the Department of City Planning, and Maria Torres-Springer, our first deputy mayor, they led here. You know, the mayor was absent from all negotiations. He was not involved. And it required the council to really say, we're going to get this done anyway. We're going to see this through. And I'm appreciative that Adrienne made this a priority.
Yeah, the final plan passed narrowly. And some folks still have a lot of concerns. Some say the plan was rushed. Some say that there are environmental issues. How are you going to address their concerns?
It's been 3 years in the making, this plan. So to call it rushed, I don't know what people think the pace of city government should move, but 3 years is a long time to get something done. I'm appreciative that we got it done, but a lot of thought and planning went into it. 31 members supported this plan. We needed 26 to get it over the finish line. And, you know, politics is the art of the possible. The speaker built a majority that got this plan approved. And, you know, I can say I come from the district in New York City on the downtown Brooklyn waterfront that's built more new housing than any other in New York City over the last 15 years. But there are many council districts that have built 0 new units of housing or dozens of new units of housing in the last decade. That's not right. Every community needs to do its part in adding more housing. 87,000 people slept in a homeless shelter in New York City last night. 87,000 New Yorkers have no place to go. We need housing. We need more housing.
And we're going to have the mayor on in just about 15 minutes to talk about how to actually move forward now and break ground here. But I want to get you on another topic while we have you, and that's the campaign finance. Earlier this week, you and Councilman Bob Holden wrote this op-ed saying that because the mayor is running for re-election, that he should not be eligible for public matching funds because he's under investigation right now for those campaign contributions. So can you explain why you don't believe he should get campaign funds? And if he does, what does that mean for you as a council member?
So the city's campaign finance system has been a nationally renowned model for decades. And it's because of our generous taxpayer-funded matching system that candidates who aren't rich or don't know influential people have the opportunity to run for office and be successful. We have the most diverse city council in our city's history because of our taxpayer-funded system. But the credibility and the reputation and the integrity of that system is at stake right now. Mayor Adams and his campaign committee have stonewalled and ignored the CFB, our Campaign Finance Board, for years. They failed to respond to requests for information when the Campaign Finance Board identified potential straw donor issues, potential foreign donor issues. The mayor's response was to ignore them. And so after years of ignoring the Campaign Finance Board, for them to now give him millions of dollars of additional taxpayer money, I think would undermine the CFB in very serious ways. And so Bob and I, Bob's a conservative, I'm a progressive. We don't agree on everything, but we agree that that we need this campaign finance board to step up. Later this month, they're going to make their decision on whether Mayor Adams is eligible for matching funds, and I hope they do the right thing.
You're a very busy man. Before we let you go, just want to wish you luck. I know your wife is expecting in just a couple of weeks, so good luck to you.
Thank you. We're really excited.
Yes. Oh, you're in for
It's
the ride.
their first. It's their first, so congrats. Get some rest.
Buckle your seatbelt. Good to see you.
Thank you,
Councilman Lincoln Restler, thank you for being here. And a reminder, everybody, coming up in just a few minutes at 7:30, Mayor Adams will join us live with Deputy Mayor Maria Torres. We're going to talk about the City of Yes and a whole lot more. And also, tune in tonight at 6:30 p.m. for PIX11 Politics. We're going to be going one-on-one with Richie Torres to talk about the City of Yes plan, obviously the Bronx community affected by that. Plus, we're going to talk about that United shooting and what he thinks should be done moving forward. New York City mayoral candidate Michael Blake, another person as the race gets bigger, joining me as well to talk about why he thinks he should be the next mayor of New York City. And the rerun Sunday morning at 7:30.